As we said earlier, St. Louis is all about promoting arts. So on tonight's show, we are going to sit down with a filmmaker. Now, this guy loves promoting Black excellence through film. You guys, we're going to take a look right now at the clip from the movie Static.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Wow, what an empowering clip. And if that doesn't make you want to see the whole movie, I don't know what does. You guys, as mentioned, I am sitting down here with the man, the myth, the filmmaker, Mr. David Kirkman. Let's give him a warm welcome. David, thank you so much for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule to hang with us.
No problem. It's good connecting with you again, everybody here.
Yes. So lots going on with you, right? I mean, this movie's Static. Can you give me a little bit of backstory?
Yeah, so Static is a film that's based on a comic book that came out in the mid-90s.
Oh.
And it was during a time where representation in that arena was very much needed.
Right.
And so I'm only 24, so I actually grew up on an animated show that's based on that comic book. And so I figured, I was working on a previous project a couple years ago, and this would be a great opportunity to tell that story. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you said something interesting. You were only 24 years old, yet you were a writer, director, editor, essentially a producer because you're doing everything.
Yeah.
When did you know you wanted to really work in the film industry?
Oh man.
Were you like a little kid, staging little commercials in your living room, or
No,
fell into it?
I actually grew up, I wanted to do music. So that was my thing. I grew up doing music. I actually acted in theater and that sort of thing. And it wasn't until my senior year that I decided to move into film. I don't know, it was just something I felt that was like the next evolution of that stage. I wanted to have an impact on people through storytelling.
Absolutely.
And so the next level up from music was definitely films.
That's incredible. Do you have filmmakers that you aspire to be like, or that you look up to for inspiration?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like some of the greats. I mean, you got Spike Lee, who
Yes.
kind of paved the way, the late John Singleton. I like some of the current guys out now too, like Ryan Coogler, Christopher Nolan, and Tarantino's been around for a little minute. So a lot of the greats that are still currently around, I definitely look up to.
Well, something interesting is that you make all your movies here in town, in St. Louis.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who don't think that movies get made here. So talk about why you choose St. Louis as your landscape.
Because I had nowhere else to choose.
Okay, process of elimination. Okay. I appreciate your honesty. You are a very truthful human and filmmaker.
No, I mean, the idea or the notion that you have to go to a completely different space or geographical location for you to create and be productive and produce. To me, that's kind of an interesting idea because, I mean, we see it all the time with artists here. It's like, well, I'm just going to move to Atlanta.
Right.
Or something like that.
You don't
they
have
don't
to.
have any plan, or they don't have a body of work to help support it. And so for me, I just felt, I grew up in Ferguson, that sort of thing. So I felt like this would be the perfect landscape to get something done. It's something that I felt there were a lot of actors, there are a lot of crew members and things like that who needed the opportunity as well. And so just gathering people into one, we never actually sat down. We never had like a script read or anything for Static, really.
So how did you audition without a script read?
I get that question all the time. I changed everything up. So the creative process for this was very spontaneous. And so I wanted it to have somewhat of that spontaneity, a part of the spirit of the film.
Sure.
And so I felt that not having formal casting auditions, because I hate sitting behind a table and being like, oh, you can make it, you can't, or you can do this, or you can't do that. I hate doing that. And I know that has to happen in some arenas, and as we grow and
sometimes,
scale,
but if you're calling the shots, do it your way.
Yeah, so,
I love it.
We did video auditions. So I just said, anybody who has a video audition or has a reel or whatever, you could submit it. And, based on my previous work, there were a lot of people submitting, across the country and stuff. So I decided to go with, a lot of the people here for it.
Perfect. Lots of talent here in St. Louis. So David, you've got us kind of all on the edge of our seats talking about this movie Static. I think we're just gonna have to check out another clip of it. Let's check it out.
Shoot him!
Wow. Oh my gosh, that was really intense, David.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
That's insane. I have to say, there was a familiar face in the
Zach.
film.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, our famous street team guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome that he was in the movie.
Yeah, totally. I worked with Zach before on a previous project.
Good
as
guy.
well. And I got a couple actors here who are part of the fight coordinator who's in the audience today as well. So
See?
Joel and Brian, they're
Joel
here.
and we got the whole
Yeah.
crew here. This
Well,
is great. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So I have a question, as I'm a filmmaker as well. How long did it take you to film Static?
13 days altogether. We had a
Okay.
budget of about $3,000, so it wasn't a whole lot of money, but
Gotcha.
it took us about 13 days altogether to film it.
Very, very impressive, David. I would not have guessed that. So as we kind of wind down our chat here, can you share with our audience and our viewers what your hopes are with the movie?
Sure.
What's your intention?
I think as the country moves forward, there is certainly a struggle. I won't say a struggle, but there's definitely a battle over the Black imagination.
Sure.
And so I feel that if you ever heard of the book? The book is called Think and Grow Rich, right? And a lot of people don't have the opportunity to sit back to think and strategize
Sure.
and imagine what could be the potential solutions to the world's problems could be. And so I feel like imagination is so important. And with creating this film and making this film, I feel that we could have a serious impact on the culture through that.
Well, you do everything with so much heart and so much passion and so much talent. Again, we're just so proud to have you in the St. Louis community. Keep doing what you're doing. People are moved when they see projects that you do, and I mean that. And where can people keep up with you? I know you've got a lot of good stuff on the horizon.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but
No.
tell us so we can hear what's up.
YouTube is kind of blowing up. I'm Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. So
Cool.
you keep up with us, David Kirkman.
David
Or
Kirkman.
Vanguard Studios, which is my production company. And
Perfect. Awesome. Well,
just type it in and it'll pop up.
type it in, or they can watch the full movie as Static on YouTube too. Is that right?
Yeah, we released it almost 2 weeks ago, and we're at 170 something thousand views.
Are you kidding me?
No, yeah.
How do you? Is your mind just blown? That's incredible,
the support
David.
we received has been amazing. So yeah.
See, what you do matters. It is impacting people. So just again, keep it up.
Thank you.
David, thank you for spending time with us here. It's fun. And also, a very important element of filmmaking goes behind the scenes, and that is the beauty element. You've got to make those actors look good. So we're going to check out Megan. She's sitting down with a very wonderful beauty enthusiast.